Hi everyone, this is Sunil here. You're all welcome to this online session, and in this session we'll be talking about the pre-stage user exit. Okay, so here we go. So I have already created sample programs for you. So I'm gonna just go ahead now. Just see. First of all, let's try to understand what's a pre-stage user exit. Pre-stage user exit is something. It's a program that normally runs when you run a mapping, but just before the target table is being loaded, or you can say before the staging table is loaded, this program is going to run, which I'll quickly demonstrate you guys. Okay, so this is my program. I've written a very simple program, and the business use case, let's see what is this program. The business use case, I am trying to execute a particular um, yeah, the business use case goes like this, that here I go, I'll document it. See, my thing is, I have a business requirement that I want to log the delta count every for every run for every run. Let's say today you're running the jobs every day, and today you ran the job, so total records were 10,000, right? And incoming records, that is the delta records, the change records, are actually 100. So you would like to log it. So for example, today like 10th, let's say, and the count is 35. 11th, the count is 36. Why would you want to do that? Because that could be a business scenario, and let's say even if that's not a business scenario, still it's a good idea to do this, because you want to keep track on what's going on, what's the volume that you're getting every day, and what is the volume that is loaded into the base object. So you want to keep a track on that, right? So to implement this business use case, what I need to do is I must implement the pre-stage user exit. Why pre-stage? Because this is what is the property of the pre-stage user exit. If you want to learn on the details, like if you want to see the technical details, you can always go to the configuration guide. Here I go to the configuration guide, you can go, and then the user exits here, they are documented here. This documentation, I would say, is not actually enough, but I mean that will do, that's not a problem. So pre-stage user exit, this is what I'm talking about, pre-stage user exit, and these are all the different methods here, and these are the different variables and objects. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to use it. So I'll be doing actually this stuff in my database, and in my database what I will be doing is, I'll just show you. I'll be running a particular procedure. What this procedure does is, the input will be the delta table name, right? And I'm going to use dynamic SQL execute immediate to accomplish this and insert into delta logs. So I have created a table called as delta logs, which I'll see now. So which already has around some records, right? 6 records it has. Okay, and and it's inserting data. One second. Yeah. So this is what it is doing. It is inserting data into this delta logs table, and it's the first thing is a sequence number, and then the sysdate, and then it's actually doing the count. It's taking the count of this delta table, the delta table that you are sending to this program. It will take the count of it, and then it's going to store that in this particular delta logs. Okay, so I hope you're pretty much clear with the objective, what we are trying to accomplish here, and I've written this particular simple procedure. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to call this particular procedure in the user exit program. So let's go ahead and do that. And I have already written my program here, and this is my program, pre-stage user exit. You can see here pretty much the same thing as the landing user exit, right? But I'll change this, pre-stage, doesn't matter, but this is what will be there in the logs, right? So sometimes might be necessary. And yeah, so it's, you can say it's kicking off this particular procedure. Okay, and setting this parameter from where it is coming. This is coming from delta table name, and let's see where is this delta table name. Delta table name is coming from actually here. You can see it's coming from the this process user exit. So this is the delta table name. So you understood, right? Informatica is going to pass you this delta table name, and then you are going to use it okay? You're going to use it to do your stuff. um, and yeah, so this is pretty much it. Now let's go ahead. You can copy this particular program, okay? Whatever I have written, you can copy this is a full program, and use it for your purpose, okay? Or you can download it from the website as well. Let me export this particular program to a jar file, because I must do that. So finish it off and say yes, right? So it's already done. Now let me go here and post stage user exit. Let me remove this and try to add this user exit that we created. So let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, so it's done. So my user exit has been loaded. Now I can go and I can run the job. When I run this job, the mapping job, that is the staging job, then what's going to happen is this user exit will be kicked off and the delta count will be logged into my uh, table, my delta logs table. So let's go ahead and do it. So execute and yeah, refresh. So this is done. You can say one record got rejected. That's fine, not a problem. But delta, so nothing is inserted, so probably there will be nothing in my delta table. So I can go ahead and I can check it. So let me go here to F4 and let me check it what was inserted here. Data and okay, so one record, so that's fine. One record was inserted here and the time is 16:49, okay, and the ID is 22. So you can see here, like whatever we had, that particular record was inserted into this particular, I mean the count of the record got inserted into here, right? So records that had to be processed, okay? So that is the concept of the pre-staging user exit. I hope you understood. This is a business use case, and probably what are all the things that you can do here. You can literally, you can play with any of this. For example, just go here. What are the things that you can do? You go to this pre-stage, and anything that you want to play around with the delta table or the landing table or the staging table. If you want to play around with any of this, you don't want to play around with the landing table because there's no point in doing that. Staging table you might want to, and the delta table also you might want to do it. So when you do that, I mean you can do those kind of customizations, okay, right? So I think I demonstrated this. So pretty much that's about the pre-stage user exit, and thank you very much for listening, and in the next session I'll be covering the post stage user exit. Thanks guys, thank you very much.